We needed the rain though. I have to wait a little bit to do my chores though, because I don't like doing them in the rain if I can help it. It won't melt, obviously, but we'll see if it stops raining here soon. My friend Kim also has a YouTube channel, Schnauzer Mom. You need to check it out, especially if you like dogs. Sent me a package. She had told me she was sending it to me. She said she found something that she couldn't resist getting for Sally, and then she stuck something in the box also for Oliver and Bo, because she said they had to be included too. So when I went into the living room this morning, it was right in the middle of the floor. I almost tripped over it. It must have come yesterday when Olivia and I were out thrift shopping, and I didn't see it on the front porch. And thankfully, one of the guys, either Travis or Scott, before they went to work this morning, brought it in, because otherwise it would be really wet right now because of all the rain. By the way, it is Wednesday morning, so let me see here. Oh, there's some stuff in here for me too. Kim, you shouldn't have. Oh, look at that. It's a wax warmer. Well, I'll be plugging that in this morning. And, oh, I love these Scrub Daddies, and I've never seen one that's pumpkin shaped. That is so cute. And Oliver is down here. I wish you could see. Let me turn you around here. They know. They know there's something in this box for them. What's in the box? What's in the box, Oliver? Let me see. Okay. Harvest Bites. Pumpkin flavor. Now, I don't know if these were meant for Sally. Let me look at the ingredients. Oh yeah, they're low fat. And let me see the ingredients. Okay. And no salt. So these are for Miss Sally. I'll get you one in a minute, okay? And these, I know these are for Bo. Bo loves his begging strips. And Oliver can have the begging strips too. Sally can't because of the salt in them. Kim, oh look, it's got some glare on it because of the light, but oh my goodness, there's a lot more in here than just the dogs. She told me she's sending me a package for the dogs, and oh my goodness. Look at that. She knows I love squirrels. I'm going to get some better pictures of this when the light's not glaring. But and then, oh. Oliver, what's that? Is that for you? Oh, is that for you? Oh my goodness. Just a minute. Are you waiting too? Are you waiting too? Just a minute. And oh, for the kitty. Aw, this for Chicken Cat. Oh my goodness. Look at this blanket. those are doxies. Oh, she must have got this at Bell's because it's the same softness. Of course, I suppose they sell these types of blankets other places, but look how cute that is. Oh my goodness, that is adorable. And oh, there's a note. I'll read that out off camera. Add some wax melts. Cinnamon spice, my favorite. She knows me so well. All right, let me get these doggies a treat because they're driving me crazy. I think Oliver might want the ball, but hold on. Let me get this camera set up so you can see them. Hi, Oliver, Sally, you want a bite? You want a snack? You want a snack? Yeah, you can. I'll just give you one of hers too, maybe. They haven't had their breakfast yet. All right, sir. Since you're so cute, you can have one. Here, Sal. Sally, of course, has to. You guys probably didn't see that because they went out of frame. Sally has to smell her stuff before she. Tries it for the first time. All right, one more for Sal. Since you had 3, Sally gets 3. Here we go. Bo's out in the entryway. I'll give him a begging strip later. I already have a package of begging strips open, so I'm not going to open up Kim's right now. Do you want one of these? Do you? Now, I don't think Bo will play with toys. He has never. Since he's been an outside dog the majority of his life, he had the whole outdoors to play with and dead carcasses and yeah, we've been known to find half like deer hide and all kinds of lovely things in our yard that Bo has drug up in our yard over the years. So I think. You can have it. You can. You can take it. Sally. Here. You think? You got your ball? Is that your ball? Yeah. You have your ball? Where's your ball? Oh, don't. Oh. You just want to eat, don't you? You just want to eat, don't you? Well, her alarm went off. It's time for her 9 o'clock pill. So I'll give her that. I already had it prepped. I prep it the night before. I wrap them in these wrap-ups. Scott made out this neat little chart thing with the dates and the times and all that on it so that I can just, this morning I already gave her 7 o'clock pill. Scott gave her her 5 o'clock, and I just gave her 9 o'clock pill. So yeah, look at all this. It's so neat. Let me get some lighting better so you can see the squirrel and the plug-in. So there's that. That's a little better. Isn't that adorable? Again, that is so pretty. And a little doxy ornament that is so adorable. Thank you so much, Kim. I just, this blanket, You know what I'm going to be snuggling up with this fall and winter, because I'm not putting this away when fall's over, even though it's got fall stuff on it. It's so cute. And Sally is going to love this blanket too. She absolutely loves soft blankets. But Thank you so much, Kim. You did not have to do that. I just really appreciate your kindness. It's just overwhelming to me. Thank you so much. Wax burner going, and it smells so good. And it looks like it finally stopped raining, so I need to go and get my chores done. It's so gloomy in here because it's gloomy outside. Sally, do you want a blanket? I'll share my blanket with you. There you go, cutie. Bobo, you want to come out? No, it's not raining, it's just kind of wet. No, he's out of here. Oh, you silly dog. I got a begging strip. Let me go get him his begging strip. He's not going to come out. You don't have to come out. This entryway needs to be cleaned desperately. Alright, I'm not going to video the entire chores because it is rainy and wet and I just want to get done. But I do want to show you how Chicken Cat's doing when I get over there. There you are. Well, hello. Good morning. How are you? You look good. Yes, you do. Do you want some food? Alright, let's get you some food before it starts raining again. Come on. Come get your food. You'd rather be petted than eat? That's something, isn't it? Yeah. Well, hello friends. It is time for another story time. I'll try not to make this too chatty because it takes up a great deal of my footage and of my vlog, but I wanted to give you a couple of updates. As you saw, Chicken Cat is out of the cage. She's doing great. She's doing really, really good. One of you had mentioned the spots on her face, that you thought it was dirt and that you couldn't understand why the vet didn't just wipe it off while she was under. Though that is not dirt, that is abrasions on her face that I'm assuming she gave to herself when she was trying to escape the trap on Monday night. The Monday night when we trapped her before we took her to be spayed. If you don't know that story, go back to my previous vlog and I'll tell you all about that. But yeah, I think those are just abrasions she gave herself, which I feel really bad about. It's just like on the bridge of her nose and then by her eyes. But if you noticed in the footage today, they're healing up really good. They're kind of scabbed over. That's why they look a little bit dark. But she's doing really well. She's on antibiotics for mastitis, so it will protect her from getting any kind of an infection from her incision from being spayed, as well as those marks on her face. We let her out of the cage on Saturday, mainly because she'd been in there for like 4 days, 5 days, and she was really getting antsy, wanting out. And plus we had another heat wave come through, and it was really super hot on Saturday and Sunday and Monday and Tuesday. It's Wednesday today, and it's still steamy outside. It's not as bad, but it is still steamy. But anyway, I let her out of the cage, and she came out right away, and she kind of went out in the yard right by the garage, but she was looking around and acting like she was lost, a little bit lost. And I felt kind of bad for her, because I'm like, okay, if she doesn't recognize where she's at, will she wander off? And I didn't want that to happen. So she just kind of slowly started going towards the chicken coop. And it was like she almost recognized where she was. And so I thought, okay, she feels the most comfortable over there by the chicken coop. That's where she has been all since she showed up on our property. So I'm just gonna walk that direction and see what she does. And she just followed me right over there. And as soon as she saw the chicken coop and all of her surroundings there, it was like I could almost see the light bulb going off above her head. And she's like, oh, I know where I'm at. This is where I belong. And she just purred and purred and purred and rubbed up against me and just acted so happy. I honestly think she was telling me thank you for bringing me back to where I recognize, and she was so happy to be out of that cage, and she is just doing fantastic. She's staying right by the chicken coop where she always has been. Why she got named Chicken Cat is because she hangs out with the chickens, and she's doing very, very well, and I'm very thankful that she will not have any more babies. So that's the update for little Miss Chickie. I call her Chickie Mama sometimes now. It's gonna evolve into probably Chickie. That's probably what I'll end up calling her. But she is a sweetheart, and she still doesn't like to be picked up, but she loves to be petted. So good, that's good. It's good enough for me. I don't have to pick her up now. And if that's her terms, then I will abide by her terms. So then the other little update is I alluded to in my thrift haul video that I had another appointment that I had to go to. And it was for a doctor's appointment. I have been try not to mention too often, because I don't want to, bore you guys or sound like a whiner or something like that I've been having a lot of trouble and a lot of pain in my back. And I've been going to the chiropractor and all that for that, and the massage therapist. And my back is doing a lot better. But what I didn't mention, at least I don't think I've ever mentioned, is that at the same time, I've been having a lot of pain in my shoulder, my left shoulder. It's quite debilitating at times. It's just very, very difficult. I'm not left-handed, but when you have a pain, it's hard to, you don't realize how much you use your non-dominant arm or leg when you're hurting. But anyway, I've been being treated by my chiropractor for it, but it's not really been helping. And I don't know what was wrong with it. So it's like, it's hard to treat it if you don't know what's wrong. So we lost our family doctor because he retired. So earlier this spring, in the spring, we found another doctor. I think I've mentioned it before. I don't like him. He does not. I just don't like him. He rubs me the wrong way. He thinks he knows it all. He won't listen. He scoffs at me when I tell him I don't want to take medications if I don't have to, or that I like natural things. I mean, I just don't like him. But it's really, really, really hard to find a doctor that our insurance will actually pay for, because it has to be in the network. I mean, insurance is a nightmare. So I'm like, okay, this doctor, he's good enough. He's good enough that he can refill my thyroid medication and give me an antibiotic if I need it. But I'd mentioned to him this pain in my shoulder. And he whips out his prescription pad and writes me a prescription for some drugs. And I told him, like, it's an anti-inflammatory. And I'm like, I can't take those because ibuprofen and NSAIDs and those types of medications tear up my stomach. I have gastritis. It tears up my stomach. So instead of coming up with some other solution, he whips out his prescription pad again and writes me another prescription to counteract the side effects that I would get from the first prescription. And I basically told him in no uncertain terms, I'm not going to take these medicines. I'm not doing it. I don't want to become dependent on medications. I don't like taking medications. I'm not taking medications. Can you please just refer me to an orthopedic specialist? He's like, oh, they won't see you. They won't see you unless you have tried these medications and they don't work. So he was really pushing the medicine. Think he might be in league with Big Pharma? I don't know. Not going to go there. So I walked away from that appointment very angry, because I'm like, fine, I guess I'm just going to live with the pain because I'm not taking drugs. And obviously, you know, he's not going to give me a referral. So I went back to my chiropractor and I was telling how aggravated I was because it's not getting better. It's not a spine issue. It's not a joint issue, apparently, because the treatments they were giving me was not helping. And so I told him what my family doctor said, and he's like, well, I can write you a referral. And I'm like, really? He's like, yeah, I can write you a referral to the orthopedic that's here, right here in town. And I'm like, okay. So what my family doctor told me was a load of crap. And so I'm like, I don't like him. I'll go back to him for my thyroid medication, but if I can find a different doctor I like better, I'm going to be doing that. So anyway, I call and make the appointment. I give them my insurance information, the name of my insurance and my member number over the phone, set the appointment. So my appointment was Tuesday, day after Labor Day. So I go to the orthopedic office and I give them my insurance card and whatnot, and I'm waiting to be checked in. And she's like, oh, we have a problem with your insurance. She's like, it won't pay for us. It's a self-pay. And I'm like, oh crap, really? She's like, well, they should have told you that on the phone when you made your appointment. Well, they didn't. And so I'm like, okay, well, how much is the office visit? Because I'm like, I really don't want to not do this appointment. And she's like, it's $175. And so I'm like, oh, that's a lot of money. I said, but if he can give me an answer as to what is wrong with my shoulder, it'll be worth the $175. And then she said, but if you need any outside imaging, that would be self-pay as well, because because your insurance won't pay for us. And so I'm thinking, okay, well, if it comes to that, then we'll have to go a different route, find a different specialist that my insurance will cover. So I'm like, okay, well, maybe at least he can do an examination and kind of give me his opinion on what's going on with my shoulder. So I go back and I'm sitting in the room filling out all the paperwork and stuff. And this lady comes in and she's like, okay, it's time for your x-ray. And I'm like, okay. I said, but I'm self-pay. Is the x-ray part of the office visit? She's like, oh yeah, it's part of the office visit. And so I'm thinking, okay, well, $175 to get a specialist's opinion and x-rays, great deal. I would probably pay more for copay and my percentage of the x-ray if I had gone to a place that my insurance covered. So I get the x-rays, and long story short, the doctor looks at my x-rays, sees nothing except for a tiny bit of arthritis, which should not be causing him a problem, did a physical exam, and he, in his opinion, I have what's called rotator cuff tendonitis. So he said I don't need an MRI, and I would benefit from physical therapy. So I'm looking into that. I haven't done any of that yet. So anyway, I go out to the receptionist desk, and I said, and Scott, I'd been texting him, and he said, well, get a copy of the x-rays, so in case you need to go to another specialist that our insurance will cover, you won't have to have x-rays again. So I asked the doctor about that. Sure, yeah, we can get you a copy on a disc of the x-rays. So I get out to the front to the receptionist, and I said, oh, I'm waiting on copies of my x-rays on a disc. And she's like, oh, well, we can't give you copies of that until you've paid for the x-rays. And I said, I did pay for the x-rays. I paid you the $175. Oh, no, the x-rays are extra. And I said, that's not what I was told. She's like, well, I told you if you needed outside imaging, it would be extra. Well, I said, but I asked her, and she said it was part of the office visit. I didn't even know they had x-ray machine in that office. I didn't know. I thought if I needed an x-ray, I would have to go down to radiology, because this office was connected to the hospital. So now I have to pay for my x-rays, and I have absolutely no idea how much they're going to cost. And it's all out of pocket. So I am very frustrated. I'm glad I know what's wrong. I'm glad it's nothing serious. But I feel like I was misled. I really feel like I was misled, because had she said, no, the x-rays will be an extra charge, I would have said, well, then let's forego the x-rays and let's just have the physical exam and see if he can tell me, give me his opinion on what is wrong with my shoulder. And this is why I distrust the medical field, the medical industry, and I told the lady at the reception desk, I said, this is why I don't go to the doctor. Because I feel like, I didn't tell her this part, but I do feel like they misled me. And I'm frustrated with it, and there's absolutely nothing I can do about it. I told Olivia in the car I was really mad, and I'm like, well, you know what? What's done is done. We'll pay it. Don't know how much it's gonna be. Might take us 6 months to pay it off. But at least it wasn't an MRI that I got misled into thinking was part of the $175. Had it been an MRI, I would have really questioned that hard, because I would have thought, no way. There's no way I'm gonna get an MRI for $175. But anyway, I do know now what's wrong with my shoulder, and we can move forward into getting it healed. And so I'm thankful for that. And one last thing I'm gonna say, and then I'm gonna get off of here because I've already been on here for too long. I really think that doctors need to go, when they're in training, doctors in training, they need to have classes on social interaction. Like, I don't know, personality classes, something. Because this doctor, although I feel he was very competent, I don't, think he was incompetent at all. He was a young guy. He was probably in his 30s. I told Scott when I got home, I said, that doctor had the personality of a slug. I'm like, does he even know how to smile? Monotone, no smile, no personality whatsoever. And I'm like, that just does not bode well for like confidence building in your physician. So anyway, yeah, you live and you learn. You know, no matter how old you get, you still learn lessons of just double check everything. Don't take people at their word, and don't trust what you hear. So anyway, yeah, that's my story time for this vlog. I just got back from the Hope Center, which is the best way I can describe it. It's like a thrift store for food, and they mostly have food. And Oliver's all worked up because we just got back. Stop pestering your sister. So I got quite a bit of actually really good for you type food. But usually when we go to the Hope Center, we stock up on a lot of junk food, if I'm to be honest, because they do have it's a good place for treats. But I did get a lot of good stuff today, healthy stuff. Oh, Sally thinks she needs to get into the grocery bag. You two are just crazy. You're crazy. Why don't you get them a little treat and preoccupy them while I do this? So they had stuff for pets there too. So I don't usually buy stuff for the pets there, but on occasion I do. And this time they had these apples, molasses, coconut oil, bananas, and blueberry. They were 65 cents a bag. They're fairly low in fat, 7%, which is not bad. And there's no artificial ingredients, and there's no salt. So I thought that Sally could have some of these once in a while. We try to go a little bit lower on the fat for her, but like one of these once in a while is not going to hurt her. And then we got these for Oliver. They are very high in fat. These are 16% fat, so it's way too much fat for Sally, but there's really good ingredients and no added salt in these either. They are human grade, and I think Oliver and Bo are going to love these. These I picked up for, these were kind of expensive. They were $2 a bag. That's why I only got one bag of those. These I got for Olivia because she can't do peanut butter with her kidney stone issue. So she's been doing sunflower, and these are made out of sunflower butter, and they are dairy-free. And so they're not low in, well, they're not too terrible in carbs either. So I will probably eat a couple of these as well. So I got two bags of these, and they were $2 a bag. I like to stock up on like chocolates for Scott there because their prices are so good. So I got him this chocolate orange, Terry's chocolate orange. It was $1 for this chocolate bar. I got these for Olivia and I. This Hue brand is low sugar. It's vegan, so it means there's no dairy in them. And these are really expensive if you're to buy them at a regular store or through the health food store where I get them. They're like $3 or $4 a bar, and they had them for $1 there. So I got the crunchy mint and the cashew butter with raspberry. So that's for Olivia and I to share. And then they had these Merci packs. These were only $1 a pack. So I picked these up for Scott and Travis. Travis likes chocolate too. Travis is a little bit more finicky about things, so he may not like every flavor that's in these. But back when Olivia could eat dairy, she loved these Merci chocolates. So I got those for the guys. They had these Chomps beef sticks, 6 for $1, so I got $2 worth. And these are for Scott because nobody else in the family likes meat sticks. So I got those for Scott. Got these for Scott as well for his lunchbox. Trail mix crumble. This was $2 for this box. Figured that was a good price because Dave's Killer Bread is expensive. I got this for me because it's sprouted grain Ezekiel. It's kind of like grape nuts, and I love grape nuts, but this is healthier for you. The carbs are still kind of high, but I'll probably like sprinkle it on granola, on yogurt, so to keep the carbs down. But this is really a really good brand and really good cereal, and it was, I can't remember. Oh, they don't have it marked. I think it was like $1.75 a box or something like that. It was a really, really good deal on that cereal. So I got 2 boxes of that. These brownie cups, cookies and cream. I got these mainly for Travis and Olivia. Scott will probably eat them too. I'm not a huge cookies and cream fan because I'm not an Oreo fan. But these are dairy-free, and they looked fun. And so I got these for Travis and Olivia mainly, and they were $2 a kit. But I bought one, and then because I had spent a certain amount of money, I was able to get a second one for free. So basically these were $1 a box. I got these Oatastic. They're gluten-free, dairy-free, chocolate chip muffins, and I'll make these up for the family this fall, and they will love it. Travis especially really loves muffins, so picked those up, and these were $1 a box. Picked up these, I thought, for Scott to take in his lunch. He'll probably say they're more like a candy bar, which they basically are, more like a candy bar, but you know, Travis can take them in his lunch as well, and they were $3 for this box of Chex Mix peanut butter chocolate bars. Then I got some soup. The soups were a good deal. It's 75 cents a can. That's it. So I bought 4 cans of the tomato basil soup. They had their black beans. These were, I can't remember, I think they were 85 cents a can. I would have gotten more, except that they were the pull tab top, and those are not quite as shelf stable. So I just got 2 cans of those. We'll use them up, you know, right away. And then they had pumpkin, and this was a good deal. It was $1 a can, but these are those huge cans. I much prefer the smaller cans. This is enough to make 2 pumpkin pies. So I just went ahead and got just 2 cans of these. Had they been a smaller can, I would have gotten more. But like I said, I have more use for the smaller cans. Cotton candy. It's spun sugar. It's not good for you in any way, shape, or form, but they were 50 cents a bag. So I got 2 bags. Lentils. Our family loves lentils, and these are actually already seasoned. They have like a seasoning packet in it, but our family loves lentils, and these were only 75 cents a bag. So I paid $3, and this will be 4 suppers for us, plus lunches. So I picked that up. This was also a super good deal for these Planters cocoa almonds. Now they do have some carbs in them because there's some sugar, but these were $2. $2 a canister. Do you know how expensive nuts are? They are so expensive. So I went ahead and got 2 containers of these because everybody in the family will enjoy these. Travis might even like them. So got those. Then they had their pasta. It's typical. It's $1 a box. That's about the going rate for pasta about at any store. So picked up 2 of those. Picked this up just to try. Mexican spiced ground chocolate is to make hot chocolate with. It was a little bit pricey. It was $3, but there was no dairy. I'm losing my voice for some reason. Crazy dog. No dairy, so that'll be good for the fall and winter months. This will have to be the deal of the day. This is Folgers Gourmet Supreme, a big canister of coffee, and it was only $5. $5. You pay probably $15 for this at a regular grocery store. So I got 2 of them. Probably should have got more, but I just got 2 of them. They had their peanut butter, $3 a jar for a big size jar of peanut butter, so I got 2 of those. This mustard was an excellent deal. It was $2.50 for this 2-pack of French's mustard. And then I got this, I can't remember how much it was, 50 cents I think, and it is monk fruit sweetened tea. And I just got one because I'm not sure if I will like it. If I really, really like it, I will go back and pick up more. But anyway, I just wanted to try it, so I just got 1. All right, that is our Hope Center little haul that we did today. The last thing I'm going to do in this video, because I think this video is already going to be pretty long because I did some chatting and had an unboxing and a haul. I have started decorating for fall. I've pretty much got most of my upstairs done, and I will do a fall home decor tour at some point, probably in October. But anyway, I want to change up this part of above my cabinets in my kitchen. Those 3 blue vases there, those were given to us as wedding gifts back when we were first married. And I usually have flowers in them, and I've taken the summer florals out and I have some fall florals, so I'm going to do that. And then I took the summer florals out of that vase. I'm going to do something in that, and I want to just kind of change up this side of the cabinets a little bit. This side is pretty much the way I want it to be, but I'm going to get those down and get that vase down, and we're going to put some florals together, and then I'll put it up there how I want it, and then I'll show you what it looks like when we're all done. And there is the final result of that. If you hear that humming, it's my washing machine spinning out downstairs. Yeah, I think that it's kind of a subtle change, but I really like those fall colors. Honestly, I could keep my house decorated in fall colors all year round because I just love them so much. One thing I changed is I took that crock that I had down in my vintage room with my rolling pins in it, and I brought that up. I thought it was more appropriate up in the kitchen. I've been wanting to bring that up here for a while, and so I did that. And everything else is pretty much the same up there, and I really like it. All right, friends, that is where I'm going to go ahead and end this vlog today. I hope you enjoyed it. It was a lot of catching up, filling you in on things, chatting, but I like to chat with you guys. It's a lot of fun. Hope you enjoyed our thrifting grocery haul and the little bit of decorating I did today. And like I said, I will be sharing with you my home decor tour later on, and I'll probably be doing some more decorating next week in my vlog down in my basement. All right, friends, if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section below, and we'll talk to y'all later. Bye-bye, friends.